Oh yes, welcome to the day 7 of our bootcamp. I am your ambassador, Jack Oraro. So today I'm going to take you through full stack web development. What we have been together since day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, up to day 7. Maybe there are some of you who have just joined us along the way. You don't understand what is happening. Today, I just want to do the recap and the review of what we want to achieve with this our bootcamp of full stack web development. Just the way I mentioned previously that full stack web development. So if we'll be through with this bootcamp, we'll call ourselves full stack web developers, and that is why I've really we are trying as much as possible to avail optimally the necessary resources and also our best instructors to equip you with the necessary skills. Even if you face yourself with the challenges in programming, you might tackle them using the necessary skills that you have gained. So that's why this our full stack web development. We are doing MERN full stack development. So for those of you who are not who still doesn't know me, that's I am Jacoraro. Actually, I'm a software engineer. I'm a freelancer. That's what I'm doing as per now. I'm still a student, of course. Um, what is MERN? I've just mentioned MERN to help us to build our skills in for being a full stack developers. Man, basically, it is derived from four words. That is M standing for Mongo database, E is for the Express JS, then React JS for R, then N stands for the JavaScript for the Node.js. By analysis of the Mongo database, actually, uh, say now we have not tackled the Mongo database, and that one will come to our last lecture. Actually, that one will be the last day. Probably that one will be week day 9. So day 9 we will have tackled the Mongo database, and we could have tackled everything. So day 10 will basically do our project building, which I'm planning for you guys. We will build a WhatsApp clone. So can't wait to see you in that session. WhatsApp cloning. Um, Node was supposed to be today, but unfortunately, I've just decided to use this time to take you through what we are supposed to do in this output camp, and what you as a student you are supposed to do to make you earn a certificate. That is from one is from the Google student developers, another one is from the Microsoft, and another one is from the Azure. So Azure actually is the one which is behind all these fundings. So don't worry, though you are going to receive the three certificates under the following conditions. You must attend the class. Two, you must attend class almost 80% of this our days. That one means that you are supposed to attend all the classes, but unfortunately, due to unavoidable circumstance, you might find yourself missing a class. So you will only be required to miss a class for only 2 days. So those are the only qualification for the getting the certificate. So you miss a class at a maximum of two. So if you miss a class thrice, so you just forget about the certificate. But you are highly encouraged, because also certificate is not that important in programming. What is required from you is the skills. Skills is what matters in programming. You might even present your certificates, but if you don't have skills in it, nothing. That one is like you will be graded as zero, because you have a project, but you have a certificate, but you can't avail what your certificate is communicating. So that is about the class attendance. And again, today I want to, because we are supposed to have a 3-hour session, and I will just give you this dedicated time. I'm almost done. Will give you time. You do a project. At least you should have now. As per now, you are in a position of coming up with your website. and this your website, you're supposed to use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Actually, in CSS, you can use a framework that is Tailwind CSS for styling. So by the end of today, actually, I'm going to send you guys the link where you might submit your work for the checkup, and those are the qualifications. I was supposed to give you a project engulfing man full stack developer, but I don't see the time for the reviewing. That one implement is making me to tell you that after this you're supposed to have something that is a small project that you are going to submit. So this 3 hour session, you are going to use it to watch the previous recording in case that you are missing something in either HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, and you make it you make something out of the knowledge that you gained in the previous days. Okay, so React.js, we are already done with the React.js. We are already done with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So what is remaining is that it is Express.js is remaining, Node.js, and MongoDB, which will not take too much time because next time we'll have Node.js session, we'll have Express.js session, then we'll have MongoDB as the last one. Then we'll finalize everything. We'll consolidate all the skills that we have learned from day one up to I think probably day 11 into one full program. That one is our WhatsApp clone. So don't miss that today. Don't miss, because if you miss any of the session, you might get lost along the way. Uh, this template is made by a community that is JavaScript Mastery. Um, is a community that is dealing with the JavaScript libraries, including the Next.js 14, which I was supposed to teach you, but it won't be possible. Maybe you can just get it in my personal website, which I will share with you. Going to MongoDB, that's all about the man roadmap. We have already done the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that we are supposed to do. HTML functions, all of them are tackled. CSS, we tackled even one of the best framework for CSS, that is the Tailwind CSS. In JavaScript, everything was tackled as a beginner, and also for the advanced levels also we discuss certain parts, I think. For the React.js, everything was tackled, and many others. Okay, let me just confirm what we are still remaining with. So that is what is going to be recorded from the Express.js. We'll learn the basic servers in HTML. We'll create and handle routes in Express. Learn middlewares, CRUD operations, error handling using MVC architecture, authentication, and auth API versioning. Okay, actually, there's this issue of APIs. Normally, if you are building application with it, web application, mobile applications, gaming applications, you will be using APIs a lot in connecting the databases and your application. So that's where AI will play a very vital role. Now, I'll require the instructor that will be dealing with the Express.js to really stress on the APIs, because that one will form the better part of our session. Again, to the MongoDB, there is no problem there, because MongoDB is for those of you who are aware of the SQL, is no SQL function, something like that. You will get to know more about it. In case you are not getting what I'm saying, you will get to know. And also in CRUD session, we have CRUD info is just create, read, update, and delete operations on the database. We'll get to know that. And also, God willingly, we'll find time to push our Gits. And by that, if you are not still understanding the Git, you will find a better time for learning the Git, how to create your repositories, and also push your codes in the GitHub repository. And actually, we'll deploy. So these are the size for deployment. we'll deploy our app either in Netlify, Vercel, or using the Firebase, or we can use GitHub, we can use Render, Vercel, Heroku. All those ones are GitHub. For the backend, we can use for the cloud services, we can use either Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, AWS, Azure, Linode, blah blah blah. Um, so we decided to choose. So these are some of the MERN project ideas. We decided to choose a social media app, and that one will be WhatsApp. Yeah, we'll build our own WhatsApp, and we will even make it a test. We'll make a test. We can leave. We can now do away with the likes of ChatGPT, which you keep on updating. Actually, ChatGPT is also fine, um, but we'll also make this one of ours to be more better. Um, okay, so thank you. That is what I was supposed to share with you today. And programming is not just a programming. Programming depends on your personal practice. The more you dedicate your time to programming, the more skills you gain, and the more better you become as a programmer. So thank you all. That is what I prepared for you today. So today there will be no attendance. What is just required from you is that you do you come up with your own website using the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript knowledge you have gained so far. So we'll use that your website for in the next session, that is the Node.js, while we'll be dealing with the backend. So if you are done, I'll paste a link below the YouTube description for the submission of the project. So bye everyone. So thank you all for the people who attended. Today we don't have attendance. Attendance will be given in the next weekend. So bye everyone.